Hello and welcome back to the Influence Economy podcast. I'm your host, Shayna Davis, and I'm so glad that you're here today. But I would love if you would do me a favor. So, wherever it is that you are listening to this episode, I want you to do me a favor. Take a screenshot and post it on your social media. When you do that, I want you to tag us here at Shayna Rattler Davis, and then I just want to hear your biggest aha moment or your biggest takeaway from this episode. And the reason why we do that is not because we care so much about the downloads, but in my opinion, far too many women are living beneath their profit potential and they just don't know where to start to change that. And so the more times that these episodes are shared, the more people can be exposed to the shifts that are going to be required in order to help them to own their influence. So thank you in advance for being willing to share. Well, it is the month of July in 2025. My goodness, where has the year gone? This month on the podcast, we're going to be talking all about scaling your business, your platform, your visibility, scaling what it is that you have built in your brand. I'm going to do a couple of solo episodes, but I also have some powerful 7 and 8 figure guests that are coming, and they're going to share exactly what it is that they did to scale to that level and what it is that you can do to follow that same path. So you're going to make sure that you don't miss any one of the episodes this month. So here we go. You have probably heard this before, like when it comes to scaling, when it comes to business growth, that every business goes through 5 stages, right? And there's startup, growth, maturity, expansion, and exit. And while that's useful if you're pitching to VCs or if you're trying to scale a tech company, let me tell you something different, especially if you're a coach, consultant, expert, or podcaster. That model wasn't built for you because your brand, your business, your platform, it's not just about growth for growth's sake. It's about turning your influence into income and your visibility into high value bankable opportunities. So today, we're tossing out the traditional business growth roadmap and replacing it with one that actually reflects how ambitious women like you scale with purpose and profit. This, in my opinion, is the real 5 stage journey. And it's the foundation of my signature framework that I'm going to teach you today, the influence impact method. So let's get into it. Step one, make sure you got your pen and paper. Step one is visibility, be seen and recognized. And this is where every single business begins. But for personal brands, this stage hits different because visibility isn't about going viral or posting nonstop. It's about getting seen in the right people, in the right spaces, and for the right reasons. And if no one knows who you are, what you stand for, it doesn't matter how amazing your offer is. Visibility is how you enter the conversation, but not just any visibility, intentional visibility. And here's what that looks like. It looks like you're showing up where decision makers hang out, not just where your peers are. You're positioning your point of view in interviews, speaking gigs, and thought leadership content. You're making your platform, whether it's a podcast, a brand, or your personal profile, work for you, not drain you. Like, how many times are we so tired of the constant hamster wheel and the constant showing up here, showing up everywhere? At this stage, the biggest mistake that I see is confusing activity with strategy. Because just because you're busy doesn't mean you're being seen in a way that leads to bankable opportunities. If you're still hustling for visibility with little to no ROI, you're in stage one. And that's okay because this is where the foundation gets built. But we don't stay there because influence without direction, that's just noise. Step two, authority, being trusted and sought after. This is where things start getting exciting. You're no longer just visible. People start to recognize your name. They tag you in conversations. You get invites, not just DMs. But here's the shift. Authority is not about popularity. It's about being the trusted solution. You hear me? Solution. This is where we develop your intellectual property, your frameworks, your signature methodology, your unique voice, like it is that I'm doing for you right now. Here's how to know if you're stepping into stage two. You're regularly featured as a guest expert or keynote speaker. People quote your ideas or reference your frameworks. Your brand feels aligned, clear, and credible to outsiders without you needing to explain yourself. But with authority comes responsibility. Your content must start driving conversations at a higher level. Your media presence must reinforce your credibility. Your offers must reflect the caliber of your expertise. Because if you're still winging it, jumping from trend to trend, or mimicking what others are doing, you're stuck between visibility and authority. But once you make this leap, that's when people start paying attention differently. You're not just seen, you're respected. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I will share the other two stages with you and what you can do next. We'll be right back. Ready to turn your influence into income? Take the Influence Growth Assessment. In just minutes, you'll uncover the next steps to grow your visibility, attract bigger opportunities, and boost your profitability. Visit myinfluencestyle.com to take the assessment today. A new era of success is waiting. Let's make it yours. All right, welcome back. So, we're talking about Shayna's idea of the 5 stages to business growth. And I shared with you stage 1 and stage 2 before the break. So, let's get into the next two. Stage 3, profitability, make money moves. Let's talk about everyone's favorite topic. At least I know it's mine, revenue. At this stage, we all turn beautiful visibility and authority into actual dollars. That's what we're doing at this stage. This is the phase where your influence becomes an asset. It starts with creating bankable offers that solve real problems, not low ticket digital products that you sell to beginners. I'm talking about high impact offers, high ticket pricing, and income streams that align with your energy and expertise. Profitability isn't about selling more, it's about selling smarter. It's usually about selling to a different buyer. So, this could look like retainer based consulting contracts, corporate training programs, paid brand sponsorships, speaking engagements that pay 5 figures, high value group programs that don't burn you out. But most importantly, you stop trading time for dollars. You start negotiating from a place of power. You have clarity on your pricing. You pitch with confidence because your platform already proves your value. If you're still underpricing, still unsure how to ask for more, or still attracting clients who drain you, like individual consumers, other entrepreneurs, then you're not really fully in stage 3 just yet. But when you get this part right, your business begins to fund your legacy. And that brings me to stage 4, legacy. Create lasting impact. Now we're building beyond you. You've built credibility, you've built revenue. Now it's time to build your legacy. Legacy is about scale without burnout. It's about making your name synonymous with a movement, a message, or a mission that outlasts your presence in the room. At this stage, your impact deepens. You're mentoring others. You're shaping your industry. You're building systems that generate revenue even when you're offline. You're authoring books, leading movements, building programs that shift entire narratives. You become a blueprint, not just a business. But here's the truth: you don't get to legacy by accident. You build it on the back of smart systems, strategic partnerships, and a whole lot of intentional positioning. If your business still falls apart when you take a week off, you're not in stage 4 yet. But if people start referencing you as a category of one, welcome to your legacy era. So here's the $1 million question: what stage are you in? Because once you know that, you know exactly what to focus on next. And here's where I can help. I created the Influence Growth Assessment to help you pinpoint your exact stage, identify your biggest opportunity for growth, and get a clear, personalized plan for your next steps. This isn't a fluffy quiz, it's a powerful tool that's helped thousands of women get out of the content grind, upgrade their positioning, and start attracting premium opportunities that actually match their brilliance. So, if you're ready to stop guessing where you are and start growing with intention, head to myinfluencestyle.com and take the Influence Growth Assessment today. Because whether you're working on visibility, claiming your authority, building profitability, or stepping into your legacy, you deserve a strategy that reflects your value. You deserve to be seen as the expert you are. You deserve a business that pays you what you are worth. So, thank you for tuning into the Influence Economy. If this episode sparks something in you, do me a favor, share it with another woman building something bold. And I hope that you will go back and listen to previous and future episodes as well, because when we all rise in visibility, authority, and income, we change the game. See you next time.